Warning, this is a Yandere experience topic of obsession. For those of you who don't know of all the versions of, I think, Deer or something, Yanderes often include high levels of jealousy and possession over one person. But if you do enjoy Yandere, then please proceed. Also, no, that's just for the person, but this does have some high Yandere type things, and just to be warned, Yanderes do usually kill. This is before I'm reading it, so yeah. But I'm hoping that he does not kill, but just be aware. There might be blood. I don't know. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get on. The streets were lonely at this time of night, but they had a certain atmosphere to them that calmed your bones as you walked. You were taking a moment to calm your nerves as you thought some things through. Recently, things have been missing from your room. It was first like simple as chopsticks or pencils and pens, and sometimes your hairbrush/comb could be gone and in a different place the next day. But then it gradually became more. Your phone would sometimes be missing for a few hours, and when you find it again, your contact would be deleted, so you would have to redo them. Your cups that you drank from would suddenly be gone from the sink, and even sometimes your undergarments. A shiver went up your spine at the thought, and you shook it off. But as always, there was still the same feeling of being watched. You grew atmosis to it and thought it was your imagination, but it was always there, even at school, at home, and on the streets. Sometimes when you went to the bathroom, it was gone, but even you could feel the stare. And today had been strange. You had found a letter in your shoe cubby with a simple hi and a simple heart on it. You had lost a pen of yours that was your favorite show up on your desk with another simple note that said here on I think it's supposed to say on it. The pen had clearly been used, and you didn't know what to say, so you simply looked around and saw 0 eyes on you. Then, when you got home, a bag with your favorite snacks was hung around the doorknob, and yet another note with the same paper was inside for you. It read, I. A simple letter, and you couldn't figure out what it meant. You simply couldn't. You continued to walk when a rock was dropped in front of you, and you looked at it curiously. You slowly walked over to it, looking for whatever threw it, and when you looked, paper was taped to the front of it, the same note paper as every note that day. Your breath hitched, and you slowly looked at it and read aloud, Am. You froze as a heavy breath flowed down your neck, and a body hovered over you. Hi, here I am, the voice said, and you immediately turned around to see Bakugou there, and he chuckled with his usual smirk. Bakugou, what are you? You tried to speak, but he silenced you. Shh, do you really want to know the answer to that? He asked as he pulled you in by the neckline of your shirt. Was it you who's been watching me? You said as you looked at him with wide eyes. What do you think, dumbass? Who the fuck else? I wouldn't allow anyone to but me, he said as he grabbed your chin with his fingers. But what? You said, trying to get your words out as you rolled his eyes. Was it really that hard to figure it out? He slowly breathed out down your neck again as his close proximity had you uncomfortable, and you backed away. What the fuck are you talking about? You said as your eyes narrowed as you glanced at him. I mean, it was so hard to figure out that I was the one following you, he said as he grabbed your wrist, once again, reeling you in. Why? Would you, Bakugou? Just let go of me, you shouted and tried to push him away once more. No, shut up. Come with me. Bakugou had pulled you along by the wrist, and you kicked and pushed at him until he finally got agitated at you. That's it. And before you knew it, you were out cold and dreamless. When you woke up, the first thing you heard was the rattle of chains that linked around your wrists and a disoriented feeling of the lights that had you struggling to adjust to your vision. Fucking finally, you took your sweet time to wake up, the voice of Bakugou said, and you looked over at him as your vision adjusted. Where? Shh, just stay quiet and get up slowly, he said, and you could feel him help you sit up. That's when it hit you. He kidnapped you. Get off me, you shouted and threw a punch at him that he dodged, but you still attempted to rip off the chain that bounded you to the soft couch. Don't fucking test me. You're not leaving, and you're not allowed to act like this, he slowly said, as he held your arms down at your sides. You look at him, wide eyes, and saw the sincerity that rested between them before calming yourself and glaring. Don't look at me like that, he scoffed as he watched you glare. Don't tell me what to do, you retorted, and he rolled his eyes and sat down next to you as if nothing was wrong. You backed away a few inches, and he growled at that before pulling you closer. Why did you bring me here? You asked. No, you demanded him to tell you. No one else is good enough for you. I'm the only one that can love you. But they wouldn't realize that. So, now, we just have to separate you from them, he said as a chill ran up your back. What do you mean? Not good enough? You asked curiously, and a smirk grew. No one can love you like I do, Yin, and no one deserves you but me. His grip on you got tighter, and he pulled you in for a hug as he buried his face in your neck. As his hot breath strolled down your neck, he said out loud words that made you freeze in your tracks. You'll never leave now.